Okay. Uh, so we can go back through what we actually got here. We've got 1,000 1855s. The problem is that those are going to be absorbed in rebuilding my existing units. We'll see. Yay, the War Service Medal. Okay, so 2 career points, 15 reputation, 162,000, 13,000 men. So a net gain in my recruit pool, which is very helpful. We also got AP Hill, a Brigadier General, and 225 additional recruits from the captured supply wagon and other units. So, if I recall correctly, yeah, the next battle is Malvern Hill, which is the worst. As the Confederates, it's very difficult. The skirmishers are going to make it even harder, and it's tricky to do right, and you're almost guaranteed to take a significant number of casualties. It looks like the 3-5 Fires commander was also taken out, so let's save this. Post. One thing I'll note here is that I want to spend every single penny I've got. The reason is because the store is restocked after every major battle, and there are no minor battles between Gaines Mill and Malvern Hill. And so essentially anything I buy here is all going to be reset. So I want to make sure that I buy that I get as much as I can to keep my units armed up. There are some things I can sell. You can see the store restocked, but the only restock I got was Sharps 1855s. These Burnsides can go away. And unfortunately, I'll never capture enough of the Sharp sniper rifles to do anything with them. So I'm going to go ahead and sell those. They're also quite valuable. Cavalry weapons. Pretty much all of these I have in use, so I'm not going to sell anything there. 20-pound parrots are obvious. I should talk about this. People who don't hang on the forums and who haven't played too much, the 20-pounder parrots are designed for long-range bombardment. It actually says long-range bombardment. They were not particularly good guns, and you'll note here their accuracy stat is very low. So they shoot very far away, and they don't hit very often. They do a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter. These have been buffed, I believe, twice now by the game developers without much improvement. That's why I'm not using them. They just aren't good cannons, and to be frank, long-range bombardment with the way that ammunition works in this game is a waste of time and money. So we sell them. That's the flip side of that is why the 24-pounders are so popular. They're short range, they do massive damage, they fire relatively quickly. And so when you're in a defensive position, there's nothing better than having a battery of 12 or 16 24-pounders behind you pounding away at whoever's close to you. We saw that back at Cross Keys, where one of the units actually did make it into the forest in the middle, and it was immediately hit by a blast of canister from the 24-pounders it routed. So, so we've sold that, keeping everything else, keeping all of these weapons as best we can. What we may end up doing is buying up Springfields and Palmettos to keep those in supply. We'll see. Career points, we've got 2. So, Army organization would buy me 2,500 size brigades. That's not incredibly necessary for Malvern Hill. It's useful. I don't know that I have the troops in the. I don't know that I have the money and the weapons to buff up my brigades that far. It's basically adding the equivalent of 3 or 4 brigades with the units that I have now. The other option is more politics, obviously. Malvern Hill is a very valuable battle. It's 13,000 recruits and another 162,000. The problem is you spend it all getting back all the men and equipment that you lost. So a possibility is to start hitting up medicine. We're going to take a lot of casualties. There's a lot of high casualty battles coming up. So the more medicine I get, the more troops are restored at the end of the battle. It's either that or politics to add additional money. I think I'm going to add the point of army organization to get me to 2,500 max brigade size. Even if I don't make brigades that are that big, I might be able to might make some that are a little bit larger than 2,000 and give them a little more staying power. That is actually probably as high as I want to go. The need for 4 corps is fairly minimal. 3,000 max brigade size is good, but I think it takes at least 2 more points in army organization, which is pretty brutal. And we're going to put the other point into medicine. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We've got some replacements that need to happen. These jerks lost 90 guys chasing that other cavalry unit, which was my fault, to be fair. Let's see, we've got a few colonels coming back, which is good. We appear to have replenished our stock of officers, so that's excellent. I'm going to put Kemper in charge of the 3-2 Grenadiers. No, let's give them Bass. Base, whatever. And Liddell, who was a cavalry captain, he'll go back to the 3-5 fire. That's good. These units finally got their star, thank goodness. Carry more ammunition. 1-3 rifle got their second star, just barely, which means they probably won't be able to keep it. But we'll see. Don't think. Okay, we did get some MJ and G Type 2s in the store, which means we can buff these guys up for $16,000. I don't think about that. We got some more 1855s and some more in the store, so we may be able to bring this other unit up to strength as well. However, we've got 2 other 1855 equipped units, I think. No, 1-1 rifle has 10 fields. Oh, 3-1. No, 3-1 rifle has Mississippi's. Okay. So yeah, we might be able to bring that guy up to strength. Let's take care of our artillery first. We've got losses. Yeah, he had 19 losses. Actually, can we get away with using rookies for that? Yeah, it's a couple of points. That's not a big deal. And I should point out that this is really annoying. So I'm getting 17 guys. And because it goes by the number of men, look at how much they're losing. He loses 3 points of morale, a point of efficiency. Yeah, for 17 guys. It's just brutal.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's deal with the Grenadiers first. We've got a lot of Springfields, we've got a lot of Palmettos. I think I only have 1 or 2 Palmetto equipped units. Let's see how. So if we fill these guys out entirely with rookies, it's fairly cheap. And they drop some stats significantly. On the other hand, they go up to 2,500 men. Could do is pad them a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's 120 men. How? Well, let's deal with the easy ones first. Those guys, rookies, is a relatively minimal cost. Sorry, runaway cat. We may want to buy some sharps too to keep these guys equipped, but not right away. What I may do is move these guys up to Springfields. Notice that their veterans are very, very expensive, because we're also buying additional Springfields. What I may do is pad these guys up to till they almost lose their 2-star. So 2,139 men. Look at the hit they take in terms of skill. On the other hand, getting just 100 veterans costs $8,000. That's 10,000, 11,000. It's 20,000 on this unit alone. Before I do this, what I should do is one of the other units that has Springfields. Swap them for the that way I'm not buying weapons as well. Yeah, swap these guys out for is it Mississippi's? Yeah. Not that I mind buying 1855s, it's not wrong, but I don't want to buy too many of them because it costs me. So 25,000 on this guy so far. I think that's a reasonable compromise. He doesn't lose his 2-star. This unit, on the other hand, is going to be much tougher. We're going to spend another 20,000 on him. He's going to lose his 2-star again if I do that. And I can only go up to 1,800.
Yes, sir!
Out of palmettos. Particularly happy with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
cost me 33,000 to upgrade these guys to Mississippi's. 43,000 to Lorenz's. Not interested. More than I've got to do 1853 Enfields. Yeah, sacrifice both their 2 stars to get them up to strength. So expensive. And now I've got 8,000 bucks to pad. All I do is spend it on 24 pounders. That's all I've got. Spend the rest on 1855s as much as I can. Oh, shoot. I forgot about these guys. Not a lot to do there. They'll be alright. One I'm not happy about is this 2-3 Grenadier. They're not even back up to 2,000, let alone 2,500. I think I might want to split these 2 units in terms of recruits and weapons. I think I may change my mind on this. I think the 2,500, it's too early to do the 2,500s. I might do it after Malvern Hill. Which means either 2 points of medicine or 2 points of politics. And I think I'm going to bite the bullet and do the 2 points of politics now.
Sir, yes, sir!
Refit all the artilleries before I forget. I actually could give this guy 13 guns, but I think I'd rather keep him in reserve. More guns basically means you use more ammunition faster. You can do more damage, but it often doesn't work out that way.
Yes, sir.
Let's deal with these guys. Switching this unit to 1855s.
Yes, sir.
$25,000. Gonna try to keep his 2-star. That's all the 1855s we have. Can swap these guys in for the pattern 1853s. Actually, we should give these guys.
Yes, sir.
These guys Mississippis. Swap, swap, swap. That lets me get the rest of this unit in place. Not ideally, but this has cost me about $30,000 so far. And then this unit will have to be all veterans if I want to do anything with it. Another 36,000. That's probably alright. Let's go ahead and sell what I can sell. Sides. Sharps. It was the palmettos I had to watch out for. I think it'll be okay. Now that it's just a couple thousand then. To those guys. Yeah, of course, now we're down 500. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're down 5,000 men from the other unit, which means we need to add some more brigades to make that up, basically. These guys, I'm just going to give them the 26. I don't hold out. I'm not going to spend money on them this time. Malvern Hill, the cavalry is useful. $3,000 to get them up to speed.
Yes, sir.
You need them in the attack later on. In fact, I am going to fill these guys out by dropping them down to 2-star. They'll still be highly effective, but they'll be a lot less expensive. I just do, let's say 500 men to start. Yeah, that's a lot less expensive. That'll keep them effective, but not interfere too much with my purchases. And now, you know, we've got 1,200 1855s, we got 141 Mississippis. So ideally, we'd rearm this unit with 1855s, but we can't because we don't have enough. I've got 43,000 bucks left. We don't even have enough pattern 1853s to bring those guys up in any kind of strength. The only gun we've got enough of is the Mississippi's, and it will cost me 30,000 to bring up another unit. I don't see that I've got any other choice. Nope. Joyful. And I've got 12,000 bucks left. Gonna get a couple of Napoleons. A couple of 24 pounders. I think a couple of these ordnances. You get one ordnance. Yeah. Possibility is and then bring up a small brigade with 1855s.
Yes, sir.
I'm not real super excited about that, but it does help address the manpower issues. So I think this is what we're going into Malvern Hill with. Make sure both corps have full supply. We got 2,000 bucks left. We've got to buy. We got 2,800 bucks left. Buy another Napoleon as backup. He's already got 12 guns. I've already spent that money, and I'll always be able to get 12-pound howitzers. I don't think that'll be a problem. Okay, this is what we're gonna go with.